Debris podcast.
Welcome to the Space Debris.
Hey, how we doing?
Pretty good. Looking for the God particle.
God particle. We're on the hunt for the God particle.
Boson.
So we are recording
Bozo?
this. Bozo? Who you calling a bozo?
Higgs the clown.
What is today's date? The 2nd, right?
Yes.
July the 2nd.
So we got about two days until this is all gone. Well, no, they say it's gonna. So did we talked a little bit about the Mandela Effect right before, like Fruit Loops or Berenstain Bears, right? Berenstain Bears.
There's enough examples of it. I could talk about it.
But no, I think
times.
we did talk about it.
I think so. Yeah, and Mandela himself.
Who's the most important part of it? I mean, I love how like people like forget about actually like Nelson Mandela. Like who? What? No, the Mandela Effect, you idiot. It's like no, it's a guy, but it's kind of important. It's okay. Everybody is saying so. I only make that joke because July 5th they're gonna revamp, relaunch the Large Hadron Collider, CERN. Where's that? Switzerland. No, Geneva. Yeah, Geneva, Switzerland. We were checking them out on TripAdvisor. They've got four to five circles.
So, are you a little bit scared of this event? Does it concern you? Is this the end of humanity, or is this going to open up a black hole to which...
No more scared than I am to get on the train during rush hour. You know?
I guess
same chance.
It depends whether or not they're gonna open a portal using dark matter. So it could be like if you've ever played that game Doom, it might be like that.
Doom.
Or maybe nothing will happen.
Kevin, there's no Doom in this timeline.
So maybe
it's called Mood.
Mars.
Mood or Wolfenstein. Yeah, so basically people are like, oh, what brands is it going to change this time? Because they actually... So there is a link to it where people... I think it ran last in 2012. And, you know, all these internet scientists have traced it back to that's when the timeline split. And that's where we got Berenstain Bears. So they do really actually think this thing, first off, they think it's real, for real. Like the whole changing of things. Like, no, it was definitely Skechers with a T. Like,
Is it really been since 2012 since the Hadron Colliders ran?
Yeah, I don't know if it's run since then and just at reduced capacities or what. Well, here, let's just read a little bit about it. I have this home.cern page. So it restarts 27-kilometer ring. I have no idea how long that is because I'm in the US. Beams of protons are again circulating. Multiple year hiatus for upgrade work. Dude, I'll tell you, that's scary. So that means somebody was sitting in there tooling around making it better, right? Kev, you work in servers and stuff. I would think about anything you make a change and you're rolling it out or like going to production. At least with like development, you have a staging, you know what I mean? Like you can test things out before you roll it to production. It seems like there's no dev staging of the Large Hadron Collider, so it's kind of all production. So there's a little...
They have to make sure that their experiments go like perfect every time. I imagine like how much energy it uses to do that.
Maybe these scientists have just hit a point to where they're like, fuck it, let's try some stuff.
Like, how are you going to mess up flying particles at the speed of light and smashing them together just to
Dude,
see what happens.
I just
You
caught a
don't know
fly.
what's gonna happen. Discovering things.
Hear me. It's not worth it unless you can do it with chopsticks. Now, hear me out. All right. In Oakland, not Oakland, Tennessee, at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, they're going to try to find a parallel universe.
Oh,
Have you
really?
heard about this?
No, what is
Well,
it?
whenever I read the,
Tennessee
whenever
Oak
I
Ridge,
read
you
about
said?
this, yes. Whenever I heard about this, they basically said that they found random junk lying around the laboratory and they wanted to put it to use to try to find this parallel universe. Yes, that's exactly what they wrote in the article. They were like, we found some random shit at the facility and we're just going to put it to use.
That's weird.
It is, yeah. They're going to try to. People kept saying it was going to open a portal, but they're
Oh,
going to
wait.
try to prove there's a parallel universe.
Here, hold on. I'm going to share.
It's just the whole flip side of like physics that's happening at the same time.
So from 3 days ago, AP News put out Tennessee lab isn't trying to
It's
open
not
parallel.
trying. Definitely not trying.
Yeah. What?
Well,
Who? What do you? Where did you?
what are they? What are they trying to do then?
Come on. The guy. Come on. The come on. The research center with the. Come on. I mean, what? What are we gonna open another parallel? Come on.
Like what? You think there's like an action movie or something? Come on, science is way more complicated than that, you guys.
Oh man.
It's like always like over explaining it. Like, dude,
Yeah.
it's fine. You're
No,
right.
no.
There's portal.
That's when it shifts to like Neil deGrasse Tyson being like, "Come on, people, it doesn't work like that," and he tells us all how dumb we are. So here's the claim.
And then it
Science-
happens, and we look around like, why did the world just change all of a sudden?
That's so ridiculous.
again?
I seen the woman
he
doing the
disappears,
test,
so.
doing the. She was talking about it, about shooting this some kind of beams into a tube, and now they're saying that it was fake. I've seen the woman that was going to do the test talk
That
about
sounds
it.
like something
It's a
she's up
cover-up, I
to
swear.
during her private time, shooting beams into a tube.
Yeah.
Vulgar woman.
Yeah.
Fluorescent bulb.
So wait, false. Oh, wait. So the claim is they're trying to figure out whether parallel universes exist by attempting to port. See, now I think there's been some headway, like where they do say, like, no, there is parallel dimensions. Like I think they know it at this point, unless that's just Disney's propaganda working on me. But let's see. So false. The scientists in Eastern Tennessee, they conducted an experiment in 2019 to study a type of exotic neutron behavior with some news out. So basically, they may have. They're just saying, like, well, we're not doing that. You know, we're just beaming exotic neutrons or something. And it's like, well, why are you doing that? Oh, and they used the word portal. Because then the spokesperson said the use of the word portal was figurative. The team was not exploring a literal portal. Dude, you fucking said portal. And you're like, oh, we're opening a portal? And they're like, oh, where'd you get that idea? You said you were opening a portal. We're scientists. When we say portal, that's figurative. What the fuck is it figurative for?
Let's just say it's an event of the horizon variety.
Let's not talk about the fact that this is in Tennessee, okay?
Yeah, well, we got you on the ground over there, man. We might have to send you on a night mission.
That's not far away. I've drove through Oak Ridge many a time.
So let's see.
It's so wild.
Yeah?
When you drive through Oak Ridge, you see like these stands where they used to let people come into the community because it was part of the Oak Ridge, or part of the experiment for the atom bomb there. That's where they refine some of the
Yeah.
chemicals to make the atom.
That sounds a little
Well,
familiar.
yeah, like over to the side of the road, there's like these little trailers that they put for people to live in. They actually enclose the whole community of Oak Ridge, and only people that were working on the atom bomb experiment were allowed in there. But
Dude,
there's
that's
still
super
remnants of
interesting.
the old time. Yeah, there's these gates, welcome gates. They're not there. No, I mean they're there, but they're ghosts now.
Yeah, well, I liked Oppenheimer. I named, an album I Am Become Death. Like, I think one of my usernames on Epic is like I Am Become Death. It's pretty into it. But actually, there's a band called Oak Ridge Boys, I think. So maybe that's what they were
There
referencing, like this dead.
Oh.
It must be. Because you're telling me Oak Ridge is like a fake, little town they use just for experiments or something, right?
It's like an Area 51 type of.
Oh
vibe.
yeah, you can look at the maps of how it was back during the whenever they were doing the research there, and
This
it
research?
shows like the different. No, not the Oak Ridge Boys research it, and I
Yeah.
highly doubt these guys have anything to do with the atom bomb, but
I don't know. That's what we're
pretty
trying to
old.
figure out.
Yeah,
Um,
they are pretty cool guys though. The Oak Ridge Boys.
it's so sick here. First off, the harpsichord.
They got like 30 past members. That's crazy.
Wow. Well, how many? 1, 2,
One.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4 don't have instruments.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
this-
Manhattan Project is what
Manhattan
they did at Oak
Project
Ridge.
is where they disappeared the boat. Oh wait, no, that's the Philadelphia. No. Hold on. I wanna just appreciate that they put an American flag and then they put a fucking sick-ass Mustang behind them. Like what do you want behind your drums? Like, Mustang. See
You
that
gotta
shit?
have a Mustang, a red one. Yeah.
That's rad.
What's
He's
more
just-
American than that?
Clapping.
An eagle? They can't have an eagle.
That
That's a
logo
good
in the
shot.
bottom right, it just makes me want like barbecue sauce.
Country rebel. Yeah, we're not making fun of these guys. We like these guys.
She looks good in her. She looks good in her tight blue jeans.
He's got a good
I
voice.
wish I could find like
God
the
bless them, Oak Ridge
pictures
boys.
of like all the little trailers. They had these
Here, let me
they
look
were
it
like
up.
RVs that they had set up.
Oak
for 'em
Ridge
to stay at.
trailers.
I'm not gonna lie, some of these pictures from like Bethel Valley, Oak Ridge, it looks like Silent Hill.
Here, I'm pulling up.
It looks like some Twin Peaks.
I wouldn't be surprised if Twin Peaks definitely had some inspiration from Oak Ridge. If it's as
That
prominent
checking station. Look
and
at
well
that.
known. Do you want to share your screen? What you're seeing?
It's the Oak Ridge gatehouses on Wikipedia.
Oak Ridge gay houses?
Gatehouse.
Oh, I was like, how did you end up?
Okay.
That sounds like a Revere
K25.
thing.
K25 was I believe the section.
Dude, that's a sick house though. That
I
oh, that's
know,
the
right? What is
gatehouse.
that?
That's the gatehouse. Dude, it looks like
Yeah, see the-
modern. What do
See
you call that?
the third one over on the top. See that little stand? I don't remember that big house, the gatehouse, but I remember the little stand. See that on the left? They
Yeah.
got some things like that while you're driving
they
down
can-
the interstate.
Because they can stick the gun out and shoot you. That's what those are.
Yeah,
No, I'm serious.
no
that's
joke.
that's what that design is.
yeah, yeah. They gated
Turnpike
it.
Gatehouse. When we got to the entrance, we had to stop at the gate. Guards got on. They checked us real well. Okayed everything. We had to show our badges. Then we went on to the portal, we called it, where we went to work and get off the bus. When we got off the bus, they checked. Dude, you know what this sounds like?
What's that?
Severance.
Oh,
It's almost the exact same deal where they like go to one place, they get on a bus, they go to another place, then they have to like get okay, they go in the elevator, and then when they go down the elevator, that's when they turn into their other persona. But dude, that's what this is very reminiscent of. When we got off the bus, they checked us and we got off, and then they checked us as we went in. The process of extreme scrutiny, which helped protect the Manhattan Project from espionage, was a daily routine for workers in the secret city. Dude. So yeah,
It says right
Yeah.
here. It says 70% of the people who live there, or who worked there, lived there. Only
Wow.
30% commuted to the city.
Right here.
It's
yeah.
wild though, man. It's wild. But
See,
I hate
it's a
to interrupt
secret
the
city.
Large
No, this
Hadron.
is all
It's-
related.
It's still a really cool area. Like they still have, the,
So you're
the
saying
different
right now
buildings, the Y
that
building.
that gatehouse is there and stuff, like, but you can't drive in there.
Well, you couldn't you drive past. I don't know about the gatehouse. That don't look real familiar, but I do know that there was little stands going in. That was probably a different entrance. Like the one that I'm used to is going up highway. Shoot, what is that? 40, I think.
Do you see this photo?
And yeah,
So like, where are you driving? Like down over here or along it?
well, there's an interstate that goes through there now. I'm not for sure.
Yeah. Why was a rural
But
area of East Tennessee chosen for one of the largest wartime undertakings in history? That's really interesting.
did you know that shoot, who was the Albert Einstein actually hypothesized that he thought that the atmosphere would burn up whenever the atomic bomb was launched?
I don't know.
Have you ever heard
offhand.
that?
No, but it's
Yeah,
interesting. I mean, I could see.
he was actually concerned that the atmosphere would burn up with the launch of a nuclear weapon,
Well,
and they still went along with it.
We do have issues with the atmosphere, like with something with jet fuel. Every time a jet goes through the atmosphere, it like leaves more like dense shit in the atmosphere or something like that. So one of the issues we're gonna have as kind of commercial and tourist space shit starts going on is we're literally gonna be building this thicker like porridge of atmosphere outside our breathable
Well,
space.
I
But then it's
I
more
read.
work to get through that every time. So it's not a good system.
ha- Have you looked at jet streams? The conspiracy of jet streams?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, supposedly the military's flying over and like making these. You know how whenever you see a plane, they'll leave
Oh,
this
no,
like
no.
cloud.
Chemtrails.
Chemtrails. That's it. Yeah.
Of course,
Well,
man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how in the shit can you not know about?
Yeah, that's like flat Earth level
Well, there-
knowledge.
Well,
Everyone knows it.
There's contrails and there's chemtrails. Contrails are real. They're from the condensed exhaust coming off the plane. So you'll see
Yeah.
contrails. Chemtrails, they say, no, those are different. They're releasing like silver oxide or some shit into the air. And it's also cloud
the
seeding.
shimmery.
Yeah, it's cloud seeding so they could control the weather, which we do know it was used in Vietnam and a few other places. But yeah, sorry, go on.
Oh, but I did see where they did a study and where all the planes are making those trails, the contrails or whatever they're called, is actually reducing global warming or helping reduce.
Yeah. Some of it.
It's actually beneficial because it's blocking off some of the radiation from the sun and keeping the
Yeah, that's the
world
thing.
from getting so hot.
So there are good things that they can put in there that help, right? It's like fucking like Febreze edition. But then there are people who are like, no, they're really jamming all this bad chemicals in there to brainwash us or whatever, and
Yeah.
make people, I don't know, jet stream.
Isn't it between like aren't they part of the HARP system?
Yeah,
HARP, what is it called?
HARP. The what was it? Advanced.
High frequency active auroral.
Yeah, everything boils down to HARP. Like, oh, it's HARP. They are the ones, though. To be fair, dude, that it's some straight Stranger Things shit where like they have this massive grid of satellites, and they like legit, the flyer. This time I got it. I think I got it. So those
Gross.
little flies, you grab them, they go between your fingers. They're using jet streams. Like, when you close your hand, there's little streams going between you. But fucking HARP was... all bugs are robots, right? We've come to that agreement. But HARP was like fucking heating up the atmosphere. Like they were just like beaming it with a laser and just like mixing it up above them for some reason at one point. HARP heating up atmosphere right there. See,
it's like those things they have at car dealerships that blow up hailstones.
HARP allows scientists to turn the ionosphere, the uppermost and one of the least understood regions of the atmosphere, into a natural laboratory. It is one of the several ionospheric heaters scattered around the world. So there you go. There's a little image of what I was just explaining. But it's tiny. Why are these photos so small? See, they're trying to hide it from us. See, so the HARP satellites are down here on the ground. This is like in Alaska, by the way. And they just beam, 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 beam. Heats up the ionosphere. And I guess it allows shit to come in better. I don't know. 3.6 megawatts of power. It's the most powerful ionospheric heater in the world.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
What does that actually do?
Well, they're heating the ionosphere. In effect, it allows them... It basically lets them study it better. Like, so it's the same idea of, like, just poking a bear. Like, well, let's see what happens.
Hey, let's heat up the atmosphere at a huge
Yeah.
scale and see what happens.
Well, I know, like, they would do it, like somebody would be like, oh, on Monday they're doing it. And then somebody would look up online, like, Monday night, like, in Cuba, there was an earthquake. And they're like, see, look, Monday they ran the thing, and then Cuba had an earthquake. Earthquake.
It sounds delicious.
Where's my birthday earthquake?
Mhm.
Everybody run for a structure. It's an earthquake. But okay. Enough of HARP. I did
sounds
want to
like
talk
it'd be moist.
earthquake, dude. I have this idea. I can't get it out of my head. Okay, we'll Google it to see if there's anything out there like this. But this is Shark Tank. Okay, would you guys buy this? All right. So you use the keyboard a lot, right? Do your fingers get dry and crackly and hurt? You're typing all day on a keyboard. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Your fingers are dry. What if I told you I made a wet
Can you
keyboard?
help me with this? A wet keyboard?
Wet
Is it waterproof?
Keyboard. It's wet. It's a wet keyboard.
You're not telling me the truth here. Is it waterproof? Don't use
I don't
big
know.
words
I
to
haven't
describe
worked it
the
out. Kevin, there must be a way where you could like make the switches and the little keys waterproof or something, right? Because I was thinking about this. Like,
You just put a membrane over it and like with some walls, like a little pool, and it's like
that's-
rubber, so it's like it's comfortable on your wrists.
You see what I'm saying, right? I'm not crazy, right? A wet keyboard. It's like, well, people go to the spa and they put their fucking feet in that little bin. Like, imagine if you could do that with your hands, but you're actually working and there's a keyboard in there, and like you got, like, you put little jet streams in the thing, so it's like a jacuzzi, like a little mini jacuzzi for your hands, but there's also a keyboard inside of it.
You would have the RGB lights, so whenever you would be typing, it would be like dancing on, like, you know how the like show videos of people dancing in New York, and it would be like the lights will reflect off of puddles, and it'll be like your little fingers will be tap dancing on puddles.
All right, so we're gonna Google. We're gonna Google wet keyboard. I've honestly, before I even hit go, I thought of this like months ago, because I have a problem with like my fingers like cracking, like on each side of the fingernail, like fingers crack there, or like I get all these dry skins. And honestly, I think it has to do with working on, especially Apple keyboards for some reason. They're so like flat and matte. I swear they like suck the oils out of my fingers. And I mean, they do, because I clean all these old keyboards and you see they're just full of fucking human shit. Yeah, exactly. So
dude, you need lotion, man.
Well, that's the whole problem. I then do lotion, and now that turns everything else into lotion. Like, so now my keyboard is covered in lotion.
Gross keyboard.
Exactly. And that's why I was like, well, if the keyboard could be, that's literally how I came to this thought. I was like, I wish the keyboard was made of lotion, because then I touch it, my hands get lotioned up, and I'm not worried about fucking up the keyboard. So I've literally thought about this probably months and months ago, probably like January. So let's see what happens when we do wet keyboard. It's probably going to pull up like synth stuff.
It's gamepad that had holes and fans in it, and it cooled your hands off. Like it had fans in it.
They do that with the Index. There's a fan mod for the Valve Index, the Frunk they call it. This little empty spot that Gabe left so we could hack it. You can buy, it's a little double fan, and it plugs in through here, and it just filters your face with cool air. But yeah, that's cool on a gamepad too. So everything I'm seeing is about how to clean up damaged keyboards. Dude, look at this. Look at how good that looks.
Why?
No more dry hands.
Tell me that doesn't look like a commercial. Like, oh, I want my hand on that keyboard.
That's pretty aesthetic, yeah.
Right?
We should at least,
Look at the wow, they got a wet mouse there too.
before
Dude, hey,
we go
slow your
inventing
horses.
anything, we should at least wait until the July 5th to see
Okay.
what.
Well, I'm
Let's
trying to
just
get
calm
this
down
out there.
on invention.
Just in case on July 6th, it's like wet keyboards, the #1 seller across the world. I can be like, they stole that. We got it on film. One thing though, I want to share. Everybody is saying like, don't think any negative thoughts on the 5th, right? Because like whatever they do, it's like, you know, what is that? Like global sentience, like shared consciousness, right? So like everybody's thoughts have effect on things, right? Like almost like willing it into or manifestation. So they're literally saying like, do not think bad shit on the 5th, man. Like, only think good stuff. And everybody's like, yeah, I'm going to think about how I'm rich. I'm going to think how I want money. And, like, I got all these good things. So, like, just in case it does shift the timeline, you're going to be, you know, in a better off place. So instead of, you know, Fruit Loops being slightly different, like maybe your life is slightly different. So I'm going to go along with it. I'm going to be positive on the 5th. So I'd like you guys to also...
say you record a video on YouTube, like on the 3rd, or maybe this video we're recording right now.
That's what we're trying.
Well, if things change with this whatever we're talking about here. If things change, will that make what we're doing right now change? Like, will we see in the video on January 6th or July 6th, will we be able to watch this video we're doing right now and it will be different because of the future is a different timeline?
Well, that's why we're scientists.
Or will
That's
it stay the same? Will we be like, wow, things really did change because a few days ago I wasn't like rich with a bunch of naked women running around my home?
Buy yourself a lab coat because we're scientists.
We're like, just the other day I was thinking I needed a wet keyboard, but I have a wet keyboard currently. So why was I talking about needing a wet keyboard?
You're catching on. That's why I was so excited for us to record today. And like Kevin and I wonder maybe I'll be wearing the Mario shirt and you'll have the polyvinyl shirt, polyvinyl records. I got my Juniper rock bonsai here. I was like, maybe he'll pop over here, or I don't know. We're
gonna have a plan.
Ooh, want to hear something kind of interesting about? So this is a Juniper rock bonsai. I got one of my little astronauts sitting there. I got a crystal. It actually looks pretty nice. But the weirdest thing happened the other day. See, I got a crystal in there instead of a rock. It's a quartz. It's nice looking, right? I got to trim her up a bit. So this isn't named... I reduced Nebula. So I was going to call it Nebula, but then I changed it to Nebsy. So that's Nebsy.
The tree is?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was Nebula, which I reduced to Nebsy. It's a little more fun, a little
that's cool.
friendly. But dude, I'm going to work the other day. I look at Nebsy because like I'll bring her out in the morning and we'll get it light and everything. There is a mushroom like that grew like 3 inches straight up on the corner out of nowhere.
Wow.
Like, and it was the most bizarre mushroom. Like it grew overnight. And it was like literally about 3 inches long, the stem, and it was like a toothpick sized stem that went straight up, and then like the tiniest. It looked like Mario shit, like perfect circle, tiny little perfect circle, like smaller than a dime, the top of it, but it was like that tall. Like it was so weird. I was googling like
spore from somewhere. Yeah.
When I looked it up. It said either something shit on it, like a bug or an animal while I had it outside, or just some spore popped in the ground. Now I'm all freaked out, like fucking, what do you mean spores just growing? And
well, they grow fast. That's how like mushrooms grow overnight like that. Like you just wake up next day and it's just like huge.
I meant to take a picture of it, show it on the pod, but now we know Nebsy. If it happens again, I'll get it.
Did you ever read about where like the largest organism on Earth is fungus, and it's like this mat of like fungus on the West Coast? One of
my favorite shows was Fringe. Did you guys ever see any of that? It was on Fox like a while ago.
Watched it.
It's basically X-Files, you know. But it took place in Harvard Square, like Cambridge, which is awesome. So, of course, I got into it. I had fucking Joshua Jackson, Mighty Ducks boys. But they did an episode all about... It's really good show about, like, fringe theories. It's good X-Files, you know? There was an episode all about this fungus, like, mold virus. And, like, it's basically Stranger Things, the same idea. Like... You heard it here and it hurts there. It's all a hive mind and shared. But I learned so much from that episode of Fringe. Speaking of Stranger Things,
probably true, man. Fungus is
unreal.
It's like something magical on our Earth.
I think they've referred to it as like Alien.
It's wild.
There's that weird movie. It was like a horror movie I saw on like Amazon. Like it was about that giant mushroom, the largest organism, and some guy like was like worshiping it or something. He lived in the woods.
Wow.
Had like a bone knife, like had some. It was this weird movie. It was pretty good though. There's a funny scene in it where he like smashes the girl's phone, and she like puts it back together, and like the way she puts it back together, it's just like screen, back cover, antenna. Oh, it works now. I'm gonna call for help.
There's so much just insane things in this world. Like if you can dream it, it's almost always here. It's so
Is it
wild.
Attack of the Mushroom People?
No. And it wasn't shrooms.
Yo, look at this art. It's beautiful. Right? You see that shit?
Yeah, they made cool art back in the day.
This is like Toho style. Toho is the guy that did all the Godzilla, Gojira, and that's probably.
I was kind of
Oh no, that's
wondering.
Gojira.
I think that mass of fungus. It wasn't it on the west coast over there somewhere.
I think. Wait, is that it?
Gaia?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
Magic
yeah. Like, the
mushrooms
guy
are
on the left,
involved.
he was pretty good in it. He plays a good weirdo.
Where'd you watch this? I never heard.
He's like cutting up a rabbit with a bone knife. It's like you don't want to live in society, man. They'll work you to the bone. You gotta stay out here and worship the mother shroom.
Shades of
Heart of
Deliverance.
Darkness. Yeah. Oh, the Mosquito Coast. I watched that. That was really good. That I only watched because of what's his name? The guy from The Leftovers. Thoreau. Justin Thoreau. You guys like him?
Yeah.
I can't think.
He is like model-y guy who's also like an actual funny good guy. Look familiar, Nick?
Yeah, it looks. I just can't place him.
He's been in
The
some
name
comedies.
sounds familiar.
Is it Strangers with Candy?
Yeah. He's
Oh,
done.
wow.
He was in the
I wanna watch
Wanderlust
that
movie.
Wanderlust.
That's directed by David Wayne, who I've met from Stella. He was Stella, you know, the goofy Stella. Dude, let's watch some Stella for a minute. No, I bet you nobody here knows Stella. Stella was some shit when I was like 18. They were making these homegrown comedy movies that are weird as shit. And it was Michael Ian Black, Michael Showalter, and David Wayne. And then in later episodes, like they just made them in their backyard or wherever they were. It eventually led to like Wet Hot American Summer. It's that same core group. Michael Showalter is now a huge director. He does movie, a lot of movie writing. David Wayne is a big writer, also directed. He did Wanderlust. Nothing too big, but I was like obsessed with them growing up. I met them at a show, and Michael Ian Black. Do you know Michael Ian Black, Kev? Like he's kind of, light. Let's say light on his feet, if you will, or whatever. When I met him, I go to like put out my hand to like shake his hand, right? And he takes my hand, but like this, like you would take like a woman's hand, like a queen's hand,
Like a royal.
like yeah. So I go like this, but he takes it like this. So I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, "What's your name?" And meanwhile, the whole time he's like just up and downing my hand. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm James." He's like, James.
What the fuck?
James.
Oh.
And like the whole time he's holding my hand. Yeah, he was super nice. Cause then he was just fucking around with me, I think. And then he was just like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I went down to Connecticut to see them, and I told him, "Oh, we live up, up north." And he's like, "Oh, you must stay down here because of the snow or something." But it just freaked me out so much. I remember it so vividly to this day. I was just bobbing my hand, slowly
It's a little odd.
restating my name, James. But that's good for something like.
I like him, but when he did People Helpers with Tom Green.
Dude, I don't know that. People helpers. Maybe I do. And
Was it Michael Ian Black or No, it might have been Shit.
People help with Tom Green. And just to confirm too, Stella eventually signed a deal with Comedy Central, and they did also get an actual show on Comedy Central. It's good, but it's nothing compared to the original sketches that they filmed on their own. Just for anybody out there who actually knows Stella and stuff. Like, I'm referencing older Stella shorts, I think they were called. Dude, I have it on a DVD. Here we go. Stella shorts on Vimeo. I just want something light and fun that we can watch and, have a good time. What did you find, Kev?
I'm looking for people helpers. That's not about Tom Green.
I know. Could you find it?
I can't remember if it was Michael Ian Black or Bruce McCullough.
None of your business.
I can't
funny
find it.
bits. Tom Green funny bits.
They would just go to the grocery store and just pick up milk for the old ladies, and then Tom Green would just pour it all over himself.
That sounds familiar. Hold on. Here's something that says people helpers. Command F.
Whatever.
Right here. At the premiere of the movie Grey Owl, he posed as a journalist, saying to actor Pierce Brosnan and kissed him. Occasionally, Green's skits were less off the wall, such as People Helpers, where Green and a crew member seriously assisted wheelchair users. The skit being more about Green spoofing his own self.
Don't remember where I saw that. I don't remember where I saw that. I don't know if that was I'm confusing it with some old Daily Show thing.
I hear you. Dude. Damn Large Hadron Collider. Gotcha.
What happened to Tom Green? Is he still doing things? Or?
He's around. I told you I was supposed to go see him in October. Last October, I had tickets and he canceled because of COVID.
Oh.
So he's touring.
Ever go to rehab or anything?
No. He's perfectly fine, right?
He's
okay.
active. He's always done stuff.
He is.
Does stuff.
He's always just been so just off the wall.
No, Nick. He's the creator's creator. He fucking created podcasts. He built a studio in his house. This whole boom is thanks to Tom Green. And now, since Joe Rogan got all the attention for it, Joe Rogan even said, I got ideas from Tom Green. Tom Green is the fucking man. He helped me figure it out. So Rogan's even admitted Tom Green started it all, but people just fucking write off Tom Green. So now he rides around in a fucking van with drones and shit because he loves photography and filming. So he just drives around in a van, gets cool shots, makes music because he has his little studio too. And that's all he does. And he's super fucking happy. He's so sick right now.
That's awesome.
He originally had he got a TriCaster or something, and
yes, he bought it for $60,000.
In Canada, what was famous in Canada? It was Trailer Park Boys, Tom Green, and
there's some actors though.
But
coming out,
what else was that big out of Canada than Tom Green?
There was
Tom
a
Green
new
show.
There was a show that I don't like at all. That's
Kenny versus Spenny or something like that.
Oh, Kenny versus Spenny was so good. I love Kenny versus Spenny. Nick, if you need something to watch to just take your mind off shit and zone out, Kenny versus Spenny will always take your mind off stuff.
I've never heard of that.
It's
just the most. Green? It's just the most outrageous behavior you'll ever see.
I'll throw on some Kenny Spenny, but yeah, this is the current day Tom Green website. He's very chill and doesn't like tech. I mean, he likes technology in terms of being a creator, but the whole social, all that shit, he's a little bit. So yeah, check it out.
I think he might be. You know how sometimes there's a line between genius and a little bit out there. I think
you
he
nailed
may
it.
Be walking that line very closely.
I would. I would
also he dealt with early internet, trolling,
barrel roll,
anonymous and stuff, way back in the day.
Yeah, I mean it was harmless for him, thankfully. And he knows I dodged some bullets. Everybody was nice to me, all things considered. But yeah, he was definitely, and that's what I mean. Where he's one of the first guys to get the game going. He was in it all the shit that we deal with now, like it started, he started it all. He was a part of it, and now he's just making these
Hey everybody, how
cool
you doing?
ass videos.
I just wanted to start out by saying
You also
sorry I
like
haven't
you
posted
never
in a
know
little
like when you hear him
while. I've
talk,
been
you don't know if
settling
the
in at my
joke
new
started or
If
not.
he's serious or if he's
You
yeah.
never
in
know.
Canada.
Kind of like
I'm
Colin
very
Quinn,
excited
kinda.
to be living back in Canada, and I'm close to my family. My brother's operating the camera today. My parents are at their place not far from here, and super thrilled to be back. We're going to start putting
It's also crazy, like
I know
when he
there
had
hasn't
his
been a lot of
surgery
it,
for cancer, he said
here
they
for the
took
last
like
couple
all of
weeks.
his
That's because
insides out and put them next to him, like remove the cancer, put all his insides back in, and sewed them back up.
Yeah.
And he said it was like pain. He was in extreme pain for like 10 years, and like nowadays he like doesn't feel pain anymore because it's like it toughened him like so much.
Well, it was genius for him to be like, let's document it. Let's make a TV show, because then he got paid for the whole thing, and he got the whole thing paid for. But he did. I think he said he somewhat regret. I mean, first off, it was great for awareness. Just but I think there was something with like he was like, maybe I wouldn't have done it. You can go.
Testicular?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was in like his lymph nodes, like it was like in front of his spine and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, we setting up trail cams out there.
Coyote.
Game cams.
The coyote's back. See it? Yeah. Look at that, looking right in the camera.
I'll get one of those.
Right
I've seen
in the
iDubbbz fucking with one of
That's
those.
cool. So we got coyote. You can back.
They're
up.
not
I'll be
very
able to touch my
expensive.
full screen for
Yeah,
the
they're
video.
$20. Nick could probably get them for $1 at that
Do you smell the
store.
coyote?
You
My-
open up a memory card after, and you have like 500 clips of just
Yeah.
like particles of dust going by.
My sister got one at that store the other day.
The daytime, first time.
My brother-in-law, he hunts, so
Dude, that's crazy. I called it.
I know it.
Deer.
This
Dude, maybe
is
I'll get a
totally
trail
it.
cam. I love it. I could get a trail cam because I do. I have like a skunk that passes by, a couple stray cats in the neighborhood.
Bruh.
I mean, I have my camera out there. I've got like I could just say like, show me front door, and like it pops up my camera. But I only got that for delivery food. So I could track if my food was pulling up. But now with the Uber,
Well, everyone else has like a Ring camera. You got a game cam. Like
well, it's not a game cam. It's like the Amazon Blinker or whatever, one of those guys. I just needed it to be waterproof, small. But yeah, man, Tom Green is living it. Like he's doing what he loves
Yeah.
now. He's got all the money
He
he
looks
needs.
like he's got the good life.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Well,
for him.
he said like Drew Barrymore fucked him up bad.
Really?
It wasn't her, it was media. Like it brought him into a sphere that he wasn't in. And he wasn't an actor that was at that level, so he wasn't familiar or used to anything like that. But he didn't think, oh, I'm already famous, like it's not gonna make a big deal if I marry Drew Barrymore. But she was like a number one box office actress, so now he's like in every tabloid, and they can't go out to eat without getting photographed, and they were all being like, why did Drew Barrymore marry this fucking idiot? Like every article was like that. Like how much would that suck? So he was almost rocked by that more than the relationship itself. And this was just from like a recent interview.
It's kind of like the Kardashian and the guy from Saturday Night Live that's going on right now.
Yeah, it brings you into a whole new world, and if you're not like ready for it, but yeah,
it
man,
must
it's
be weird
beautiful,
being like a
right?
creator like that, and just being known for the things you make. It's like I'm not really that character.
Yeah, that's a character. Like,
Yeah.
did you guys not get any of it? Like, some of it's my real life. Like,
You all like it, don't you? Like you get it, right?
Probably gonna
that's a good shot.
show up, and it's interesting because
Is that buck?
here's the deer looking at the infrared light.
Oh, I got a
It's
big deer
curious.
eating my garden right now.
Yeah, we have them here too. They're fucking everywhere. There's like a huge one going around in
Ooh,
like this.
is that a wolf?
neighborhood.
That is a big one
Why
too.
likes it so much right in
Well.
front of the camera? Well, that's a male. So we've got a male and a female. That's interesting, because
Dude, what fun. Tom Green. Let's check out his actual YouTube. See van life. Hanging with Tom on his farm. It's freaking weird. Such a different.
Yeah, it's like I said, I haven't even looked into him in a while, and he's still doing stuff. Like still.
Honestly, I think this is
content
really. I think this is. Well, I forget what I saw him in, man. It was something within the last year, and that's how I know about this. It might have been Jimmy Kimmel or fucking Joe Rogan, I think. Because Rogan wanted to appreciate Tom Green and, give him some attention. Yeah, 2020, he went on. That's what it was, because he was, like, talking how interesting it was that you, like, bought a van and you're doing this whole thing. So, yeah, that's definitely worth watching if you like Tom Green. He talks about a lot of this stuff. There's Joe Rogan on early Tom Green show, 2007.
What's up, YouTube? It's Tom. I'm excited. I'm going to start posting a lot more on YouTube.
The early web show when he did The Gentleman.
Intelligent hecklers. They're all
With the
douchebags that
pencils.
don't give a fuck about other people.
Yeah.
They get drunk and they want to yell out.
Oh my God,
and
early
they're
on Joe
bored, they're
Rogan.
assholes.
Right?
Earlier.
In real life, for sure.
He was like,
How is
yeah,
this
like
the
the-
same person?
Super cool hecklers. They don't exist.
Yeah. You could tell this
He
is
was
like
still-
right after
He
he
was still
fought.
Joe
Like,
from
Carlos.
News Radio. He was that guy from News Radio.
here's your
Yo,
fucking
what's
mail.
up?
Here's your
Hey,
mail, bro.
I took the circuit board out of the elevator.
Ripped jeans, long sleeve shirt over it, backwards cap.
So bad if I yell at some person in the audience.
There's your answer, man.
He hadn't been on the DMT for a while at that time.
What? I got some Dr. McGillicuddy's here, some Fireball. Mind if I do a
Wait, can you find the clip where he did Gentleman?
Sure, I'll drink a
Here
shot.
we go, guys. Here we go.
Hold on.
Getting the camera put in the fridge. How excited! It was just so it would cut from.
Just beers everywhere.
But imagine, this is 2007. What is that, 14 years ago? And he's got Joe Rogan getting drunk on his pod. Now, 2022, it's like, oh my God, Joe Rogan has people drinking on his podcast. And
People say things about Joe Rogan sometimes, and I'm just like, do you know he's just always been that, like, forever?
yeah.
I didn't even know Joe Rogan was around back then.
Yeah, Joe Rogan had a website in like 1998.
Yeah, he was quick to it. He also learned from Kevin Smith and Tom Green were huge inspirations for Joe. And I forget what it was, but he just saw like, well, why can they do this thing? They're just talking and hanging out. I want to do that. That was literally it. And that's why Rogan is good, because it's very simple. Like, what's that? I want to do that. That's as simple as it is.
Exactly.
There's
I
no
wanna do
like,
that,
yeah, there's no like bigger picture or like, oh, if I do this and then I can lead into no. It's like, that looks cool. I want to do it. That's it.
Well, that's like I wonder if more people are gonna hear like the Opie and Anthony show. Like if you ever heard that back in the day, it was literally just friends hanging out and ball busting and just being hilarious.
O&A.
It's like people do that. Like everyone does that, but you can have a show doing that.
Yeah, well, I mean, O&A was huge in Boston. First off, New York, Boston, it was gigantic, but that was all in the shadow of Stern. Like they even had to schedule based around Stern. So as soon as Stern ended, then, O&A would come on. They knew not to go up against Stern. Stern, I don't even know where. I mean, I was such a big fan. Well, not a big fan. I just listened all the time. But, as of once Artie was gone, I feel like that was sort of it. And Stern's like a whole new thing now. Media companies took over and they like run it. And it's just, it's more about big, clean rate, like, Hillary Clinton coming on and stuff like that. Or
It's so
Obama.
crazy to think it wasn't that long ago, and there wasn't any more options than Stern. That was like the late night thing. There was really not anything else much.
Yeah, well, that was like
crazy how-
the E show, right?
How much things have changed.
Yeah, well, and Stern, here's another funny thing. Like 10 years ago, Stern called out Ari Shaffir on air. Like, what an idiot this guy is, because he's a podcaster. And that's like what blew up in Stern's face a bit, because like he was saying like podcasts are for losers and like there's no point to podcasts, it's stupid, da da da. Now
He
they're
says
like
that about everything. Like he said
Yeah.
that about like live streamers. He said nobody knew who PewDiePie was. Like
Yes.
fucking
and
what?
it's like
And
he's got like
this is in,
100
like,
million views.
It was like 2016 or something. Like he said that. I'm like, okay, king of all media.
So
Some
now-
media.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why he didn't want it to be real, because then he's like, well, I'm not the king of all media if there's this way new bigger media called the internet that's taking over and I have like no piece of it. He's like, don't you want to pay $12 a month for Howard TV? But wait, so I was listening to Tim Dillon's I'm on his Patreon, so his Patreon bonus episode, and last night he goes, this is brand new episode, he goes, Howard Stern reached out and wants to have a dinner with me. So Tim Dillon is being invited to have dinner with Howard Stern. And I was saying, I almost feel like Stern's going to offer him. Are you familiar with Tim Dillon at all, Kevin, or his voice or anything?
Yeah. What is he trying to make him like the next Artie or something?
Well, that's what I felt. I was like, listen, if Stern's reaching out to Tim Dillon, and then it kind of clicked, like, Tim Dillon is kind of like Artie Lang. Like a clean Artie, but the voice, the gruff, like, fuck, no, not good. Like, oh, what? I see a bit of it. And I wonder, it would be a good move for Stern to bring on Tim Dillon. And maybe on July 5th, things change and it turns out Tim Dillon's been on Stern whole last year.
That's 1998.
But I'll keep you posted with Timmy D and Stern, because that's interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Or was it
Miss those old shows.
I looked up Gentleman and it said this is Gentleman.
All those pencils look very familiar.
Man.
What is it? PA system. Yeah, let's do it like that. It's better when we do it like that. It's cool. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, I was wondering if you wanted
All right. Hello, you're on the air. Thanks for calling.
Oh, is this where he just like
All
he
right,
just
man,
hangs
thanks
up
for
on
calling. Where are
everyone?
you calling from?
He's like, you like rock and roll? Hangs up.
But it's 4chan
Love
prank
Florida. What
calls.
part of Florida are you calling from?
I'm the guy you hung up on the first call.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry about that.
What is he doing?
Hey, man, I just wanted to tell you.
Hello, you're on the
He's
air.
wait.
Hello?
He's
Hello?
not taking like any of the
from
callers
Vegas.
seriously.
I
He
love
knows they're
Vegas,
all
man.
calling.
Woo!
I love Vegas.
Blackjack
Woo!
table. Hello, you're on the air.
He just
Play a little
hangs up.
blackjack, play a little blackjack in Las Vegas. Where are you calling from?
I'm Philadelphia. I
All
called.
right, man. I love Philadelphia. Cream cheese, man. Woo!
Yeah.
Look, cream cheese. We talked earlier, right?
I want to have a serious conversation.
Woo! Oh my god, that's fucking White Claw Gabe. Tom Green. He created White Claw. Gabe.
It's Friday, baby. Fuck. Yeah, it's the weekend, baby. Fuck. Yeah, Friday, baby.
What?
Fuck. Fuck. The weekend, baby. Fuck.
Wait, there's no woos.
Yeah, Trey. Fuck go. Fuck go, baby. Yeah.
Woo!
There you go.
Oh my god.
Vegas, baby.
Get down. Woo.
Woo!
Hey, it's Wednesday. All you little bitches are such. Cash ask me some money. You ungrateful fuck. Fuck me. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I pumped so many babies in this world, you motherfucker. Fuck me. Fuck.
I put so many babies in this world, motherfucker.
Ashley, what are you doing here, motherfucker? The fuck you doing here? Get the fuck out of here, you motherfucker, you piece of shit.
Where are the woos?
You know what he's saying? Is he wearing a Chappelle shirt?
No, was he?
That was a Dave Chappelle shirt.
Oh my god.
It might be.
Yeah.
It's Memorial Day! You fucking suck, motherfuckers!
Why did he start screaming? He never used to scream. It used to be so chill and mellow.
I don't know what the name of the website is, but there's a website where you can you'll have to pay so much, and a celebrity or whoever will
Cameo.
make a call and like Cameo. I reckon he's on Cameo, and he'll do his thing to whoever.
Big dick energy, baby. Fuck.
Man, all I wanted was a chill woo.
Holy shit! Ho ho ho! Ho ho!
I'm telling you, he changed. He's just screaming now. Oh, here we go.
I upgraded the woo, baby. Woo! The roller coaster.
See, he's now upgrading the woo, but I just want the OG woo. Way too sexy.
Maybe he's got too many White Claws nowadays.
Yeah, it seems so.
They know you could get hungover from White Claws.
Hey, it's Burger Tuesday, motherfucker. Fuck me, fuck yeah. Cause we're gonna shake, little baby. The ass. 10 out of 10, baby.
You get the money for those shirts.
10 out of
It's true shirt.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, let's talk seriously. No, cream cheese, man. Cream cheese, tasty.
Right?
Thanks for calling.
Fuck.
You're on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
And you can give me a call here at 323-845-9976. My name is Tom Green, and you're watching the channel. We're here live on the National Webovision tonight, having a good time, hanging out with Annie. How you doing, Annie? We're taking some phone calls tonight, having a good time. Hey, Annie, how you doing? Cool. And you're on the air. How are you?
It's the
Rock
Florida
and
guy.
roll. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you.
Hey, Tom, Nick.
Hey, man. Hello, how are you? You're on the air.
That flat panel behind him's
Ah,
like
you made it.
$7,000.
And we're having a good time here. You can give us a call, 323-845.
This is hilarious.
Hello, you're on the air. Nice to talk to you.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like early, like
Hello, you're on the air.
4chan.
Yeah, do a barrel roll. Hello, you're on the air. You're on the air. Rock and roll. You're on the air. Rock and roll.
Rock and
You're on the
roll.
air. We're broadcasting worldwide around the world. I got my own television station in my living room. Everybody can watch me. No one can watch you, suckers. Hello.
He's like, no
You're
one
on
serious
the
is going to call right now.
Thanks for calling. Hello, you're on the air. Got my own television station. Hello, you're
Rock
on
and
the air.
roll.
Got my own
Woo.
television station.
I've got my own television station.
It turns out that some of the White Claws can have up to 8% alcohol in them.
Oh, that'll do the trick.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Dude, I'm
Like a
loving this
Bud
Tom.
Light has like less than 3%.
Well, yeah, beer is only like 4. Well, unless you get like, IPA stouts or whatever. Dude, he's losing his mind. I love it.
I might just watch that for the rest of the day.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Tom Green.
Look at him.
I thought he was about to blast his coffee out.
Good.
Thanks for calling. Hello, you're on the air. What's going on?
Well, they're all trying to like yell like the N-word and shit. So he's just like, whoa.
Give me a call here, 323-845-9976. You're on
This
the
man
air. How
sounds
are
like
you?
a scholar and a gentleman.
All right. Hello, you're on the air. What's going on? Thanks for calling. All right. Hello, you're on the air. Thanks for
Raid
calling.
videos.
All right.
Tom completely lost
What's
his
this?
mind.
653.
On the air. Hey. God. Let's take a call on Skype. Hello, you're on the air.
Why are you acting?
Hello, you're on the air.
Why are you acting
Hey, you're on
crazy?
the air.
It's just him and his dog.
Right.
in a room.
Lots of
With
fun.
a,
Okay, the
a
phone
global
calls seem to be drawing out.
national television show
I
from his
know.
living
Having a
room.
nice night here, hanging out here at
The whole
channel.
internet's calling him.
Having a good time here at the channel. Annie, how are you doing?
Just
tonight?
hit the plant.
Amazing.
Hello, you're on the air.
Mudkip.
Yeah, the other one, he's like, they're like, so Tom, you want to do a meme? He's like, yeah, let's do a meme. Memes are cool, right? It's like, yeah, just take all those pencils and put them in your mouth and say gentleman. I couldn't find it.
Hold on, let's do Tom Green. Pencil. Penis mouth.
Gentleman. Pets.
Undercutter pizzas. I remember that.
Like falls in with a hammer.
Yeah. We might get claimed if we play it.
So bad.
Tom Green created planking 1994. Just laid down.
Yeah.
Now, that's homeless people in Boston.
Yeah.
You just walk down the street and there's just like people just like literally like as middle as the sidewalk as possible, and everybody just steps over them. Like it's nuts. No
Yeah.
one's like, "Hey, can you do we need help? Can I help you? Want to help you move to the side?" They're like, "Wank," just step over.
Man,
That was Portland.
Gorgeous.
that's pitiful.
Oh,
That is
that's
so pitiful.
yeah. It's getting crazy out there. Elevator madness. This doesn't look familiar.
I have one called 500 Recipes for Mixers and Blenders. I have one called Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. I have one called You Can Do This Too.
People would just watch this on TV. It's like,
Yeah, back when the TV unknowingly was like serving up all of the content for the internet, like all this weird shit that doesn't find an audience, like Adult Swim, some of the MTV
it's
stuff.
all there is now.
Tom Green is the
Like you
best
see him
troll.
doing that now. Like, oh, he's just in an elevator making weird noises. That's totally normal. It's just
Yeah,
a
they
prank.
make a whole channel off of that now.
Yep. All right. Let's see. We were so distracting. There we go. Norm. Oh, there you go, Kev. You want to watch some good stuff? Norm was on Tom Green his live show a handful of times, and they're all great. Real great. Cocaine and urine for sale.
I'm gonna have to go on a deep dive. I saw how like the writers of that show, like they literally just took Post-it notes with random things written on them, and they would randomly combine two of the Post-it notes together, and it would be like old people porno, like crotch
Why not?
game,
Hey, it works, right?
shower.
It worked for him.
Okay. Here, we'll do our reverse sandwich thing that we do. So now let's put on some Stella. What's a decent one? Office party.
So
Day
we're
off from
running a
work.
compressor.
What, outside?
Yeah.
I've got actually quiet today for the first time in a while. So I'm not worried about getting claimed for any of this stuff. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta cook some steak.
So this is
Yeah,
from
we
the
gotta
show
call it. That
they
was
haven't
our-
cooked them yet?
Well,
No.
computer
Oh,
telling
so
us.
they
got. We gotta wrap it up. That dude, that's the aliens.
So
they just made these
zapping our
themselves. This
shit.
was like old
Like,
school.
that's
Like
enough.
you'd have to
They're
get
figuring
a
it out.
DVD
They figured
or a
out
tape
Carly
of
Rae
it
Jepsen's in
handed
on.
to you from
She knows
someone.
about the boy on the moon. They have
and
the
then-
pictures of the
then,
star jelly.
You
They
know, the internet
figured
came
it
out.
out.
They had a
So
website.
you
and you
better-
could buy
found
the
the
DVD
entrance
from
point.
them, but like you couldn't
we
download
got
the
the
file.
On Mars.
Eventually, Comedy Central
all
bought
almost
them,
coming
and then they
together.
got
I
a
just wanna know
TV
where
show
the
on
100
Comedy
girlfriends are
Central,
coming to play.
which is very different. Like, look, Stella.
It could be in that
Sorry,
door.
anyone who's wondering
H1.
and talking about a video like
Long
that.
story.
Yeah,
100
I got
girlfriends.
this book-
So
really,
here,
really, really,
this
really,
is
really,
the
really
version.
It all starts with this gelatinous
This is the version that was
frog
on
guts that fall from space.
Comedy Central.
Yeah,
So
we'll,
I
we'll
got this
piece it
book-
together. What do you got?
They
Nick?
actually,
We'll wrap on that.
if
For
you
a-
ever want to watch it,
For $1
there
at a
is
store local, and it's called How
Comedy Central did
Computers
a
Work.
live set of Stella.
And
It's got an
from
iPod
like-
on there.
No,
That's
it's
what
from
this
like
is. So it
2000
wants me to
or
sign
it's
in.
really old,
But like, you know, like
but they're
stand up,
I mean,
30-minute
it's really
stand up
old.
special.
When
They
was
did
this?
one for Stella where it's the
Like,
three of them on stage, and it's
let
one of
me
the
find it.
best
Run
ones
the
ever.
line.
Computer books.
I mean, they must have had
old,
a computer
web
to make
design
it.
books are the best.
Yeah,
Okay,
see right here.
2006, all right?
But it's not the TV show; it's their
Well,
actual
check out this
stand-up.
section.
Year before the first iPhone.
In
which is awesome.
2006.
But look, this is the actual.
Can you see that?
No, this is
Got an
not
Oculus right there.
Comedy Central one.
No, it's not. But this is
Comedy Central
early.
one.
It's so dark.
So it's filmed very different.
I see it though. Yeah, it looks. Yeah, man.
bloopers
It's not
from
a whole
it, but it was like
section.
really
This is
filmed.
from
I know that guy.
2006.
That's the Baxter.
And it's got a,
Oh.
a wireless
know
all these
headset.
guys.
And
You
it
know
shows
Baxter. Yeah,
things,
Baxter's
magnets, and
Showalter.
pulls.
Showalter wrote and
Yeah, I know.
directed Baxter.
Yeah,
I
crazy
saw
exactly what you're talking about now. The whole truth, but
you know, yeah, I saw Baxter. He
When I
did
did
a
the
special
MIT
showing and bought just like
VR
for Louis
hackathon
CK
thing,
Kev,
we'd help out.
the showing
The
and the Q and A.
Harvard
Showalter
VR
did that
group
for
is there.
Baxter, and I got
The lead
I
guy
met him
at
a second
Harvard,
time there.
Harvard VR.
For the Baxter
He's been there for
showing.
30 years.
But, okay, so you know it, Nick. So yeah, they got a Comedy
I
Central
know.
show. They got a Comedy Central special, but before it all, it was just these little shorts that were ridiculous.
Hey, we were going to be on our best behavior today. I haven't seen Glenda in a couple years, and it's important to me that we look good. I'm so angry at you, Michael.
David, listen to me.
Yeah?
David.
I was kidding. I was just kidding.
Oh.
I mean, it's basically Three Stooges, you know?
The moment you've all been waiting for. We're here.
Let the games begin.
Turn on the
Oh,
AC.
I hate
This scene's about to heat up.
to stop or anything, but the Whitest Kids You Know also came from Canada back in the day too, and we did not say a word about them. And they
Whitest
were
Kids You
fucking
Know?
amazing.
Yeah, I know that. I was just thinking about them while I was watching that.
Yeah, oh, you didn't have to stop what you were doing, but I just felt like I so disrespected them for not saying anything about the Whitest Kids You Know.
Canadians, yeah.
Their skills
they
at
were
school visual arts in
genius.
New York. I know this, but I'm not super. Why do I know it?
You don't know the Whitest because you know I never was like a fan, but I was always like they were wicked popular.
Oh, look up gallon of PCP. Type in gallon of PCP.
Yeah, that was the one I saw like
How do I spell it?
years ago. Yeah.
Like gallon, like a milk jug gallon.
Oh,
yeah,
G-A-L-L.
Wow, a whole gallon. Huh?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, Whitest Kid, they got. Oh, if you haven't watched them, they were so good. They were like a little.
I haven't seen you in like 8 years since
senior. You know what I know them from? They came right after Stella. And I remember a lot of people being like, "Oh yeah. If you're into this or whatever, Whitest Kids You Know are good." Like it was like, you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
They
That
took
makes
over
perfect
because
sense.
this was about
like
08, 09. Yep.
It's like irony, post
Oh,
irony.
yeah. These guys.
And it makes sense. You like yeah, got a gallon of it. I mean, that's, if you consider that a lot. I think this led into like Workaholics, right? Does that sound right?
Yeah. No, I would say that would.
In like alt comedy, it's always like gaps, right? So it's like fill the gap. So it's like Stella, then fill the gap, Whitest Kid You Know, or in the background, there's always Trailer Park Boys, and then fill the gap, boom, Workaholics, until we got to It's Always Sunny, who have now permanently fucking filled the gap and brought alt comedy into mainstream.
Alan. I guess you
Oh, and let's not forget World Peace, right? That would definitely be a gap.
Yes.
But that's what I mean. And
Some of
that's
those sketches were so good. Like
it's
you
all
watch
about
those, it's so good.
filling a gap, you know? And sometimes it bites them in the ass in the end, and sometimes it works out great. We end up with Tom Green's or, you know, like legendary creators.
Have you seen that sketch of like he's like the CEO that listens to like emo music and he like crushes energy drinks?
Yeah.
It's just like super
who
pissed off.
Who is it?
I'll find it. It's like
which person? Because it sounds super familiar.
It's like one of the actors. What's his name? CEO Eric Hayden. No, that ain't it. No, that ain't it.
Emo. Oh wait, I think I got it.
Yeah, CEO Eric Hayden.
Something over here is clicking.
He's just like he just Wait, does the
Eric
chat work?
Hayden.
Yeah, there it is. It's just like if someone like that actually was a CEO. The music. Yeah, he's like niacin pills, like just crushing them. It's like jacked up. Yeah, oh wait, go back to the door. Go back to the door.
I was.
I've never seen
might-
one of
They'll work
these.
for this guy.
I've never
We
heard of
might.
it.
But at
We
the end,
might-
he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna head off early." He's like, "Yeah, no problem. Why don't you take my fucking car?" It's like, take it easy,
might-
man. He has like the
we might-
huge comb over.
We might need to steal that as a video drop. The punching the door is just so good. Comes off the hinges.
Dana White has the best one where he like literally just rips it in half.
Oh, maybe we should do
So
a
this
door
was a
punching
show on
episode.
Adult Swim?
Yeah, it was canceled like immediately.
Oh.
Wait. Like,
Mr. Hayden?
he's like,
Sorry to bother you.
Super busy.
He doesn't want to pay that $3 surcharge for the gasoline, so we're going to be cutting back down to 30.
look at the back and forth.
So are we gonna take this out of your check, or what do you want to do?
If we have to. I'm sorry.
Oh, the editing
So we
is
taking that out of
good.
your check, or what are we doing?
Thank you, Mr. Hayden.
It's like $5.
Oh my god, it's so
Adult
intense.
Swim had some of the
It's
most
so
genius.
I know you watch this at like 2 in the morning.
Hey, Eric. Hey, sorry to do this to you, man.
Fucking comb
Get off a
over.
little early. My daughter's got a basketball game.
Oh my god.
Sorry. No, there's not much going on around here. Why don't you take my car? Have a good time.
Take it easy, man.
Take it easy, man. The music again.
The overlay.
Oh man, it's a good thing. It's a good thing we
That's
don't have
so
shit
good.
like that to watch anymore, man.
That's really good. Yeah, we're probably gonna claim for it, but it's okay. It's so good. That's really
Most people get
funny.
to see it.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Did he
it's a
die
office
recently?
Supply store. Wow.
Who? Eric
Yes,
Hayden?
it did. Yeah.
Yeah, like the on the right. Yeah, like the main guy.
Oh, the whitest kid you know.
Yeah. He fell off of a second-story building, out of a second-story,
Jesus.
like off his. He had an outdoor place that he would sit at.
How did that happen?
I don't know. His toxicology come back, and I don't think it had anything in it or anything. It was weird.
Definitely weird. That's a
I was
bummer.
buying the PCP, of course, and I didn't have
Did he
enough
say
money for
something mean
all
about
of the
Hillary-
gallons.
Hillary
Oh,
Clinton?
it's expensive. But I want.
Dude, are you kidding me? Wait, no. Just a month, within weeks, we were talking about grapes, and I was like, oh, a grapist. Like I was talking about.
Oh, have you seen the video of the
No,
rapist?
no. I just saw it
You need
right
to watch
here.
it.
Called
Watch
Grapist,
it.
and I was like, what? Literally, maybe 2-3
Oh,
weeks ago,
man.
I was annoying the shit out of everyone around me by going like, how is it not a thing? Like, if you study grapes, like you're a grapist. Like, I don't know. Yeah,
What's
like
the grapist.
like you can, it gets questionable when they're like, not mature grapes. The young
This will
grapes.
probably explain.
Young grapes.
I had no idea this was a thing. I'm so glad it exists.
Grape Blast, the new soda from Johnson.
I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with the catchphrase "I'm gonna grape you in the mouth" for our new.
That's what it was. It was a fucking TV show. There was a commercial. It was like a grape flavor or something, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Imagine if there was like a marketing company, and they were like, "Oh, if you really like grapes, you could be a grapist." Or this is fucking dude. Is this Large Hadron Collider?
It might be. It might be.
I am not joking. I'm not exaggerating. Within weeks, I was talking about Grapus. I thought I had made this idea up. I was saying it would be funny because, you know why? Because of fucking Tim Robinson. Because of the whole, like, their TV show where he's marketing and they come up with bad ideas. So we were like joking, like, oh, that would be something Tim Robinson would say, like, oh, you're a grapist. Like, what? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with that? Like, you know what I mean? Fighting for it as the guy who came up with it.
The mascot.
And it exists to a T?
Yeah, we might want to workshop it a touch.
Really? Why? That's his thing.
FC.
He grapes people.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they were actually on
People in the
TV.
mouth.
Dude, I'm...
You got to go back and watch it. Is
I'm
your
gonna
keyboard wet right now? You have a wet keyboard.
I'm not... There's a couple things that just constantly float in the back of my head, and it's like grapists,
Grapists.
wet keyboards. I've got a bunch of bad jokes. I write those jokes down. Which I figure one day we can have an episode of all of my bad jokes. We could go through and tier list them. Or I was thinking, Kev, I should write the jokes and you have to go do them. Open mic.
You
Yeah.
would have a good delivery.
Yeah, sure. You could.
So
Yeah,
I write
you never
them.
know.
They're really
I don't know what I'm
dumb.
reading.
They're really dumb. They're great. I would do one now, but I would want to sort through which one I would take up first. But I'm telling you, the whole reason
Send me
I have
one, I'll
this,
read it right now.
this little joke archive is for the show. All right, let me.
Yeah. The Whitest Kids, they had a lot of seasons, and also Trevor Moore continued to do. They even had a few big movies that come out.
Yeah, I think that's what I know them from. He's on. Yeah, he's big. He came from Stella. He's on 90, not Reno 911. Oh, he's been on that, but Brooklyn 99.
Have the two of you met?
He was in the Dice Show.
I'm Glenda's lover, Bruce.
He's
Oh,
in a lot
yeah.
of things. There was a
This
movie with
I have to send one more-
McLovin and Paul Rudd where they LARPed also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was quite
Parents,
funny.
whatever, the grown-ups.
No, I can't remember
Yeah,
the
Paul
name of it.
Rudd and McLovin.
Yeah.
Goes
Yeah,
through
but-
something like this. You try it.
He's a big actor too.
Down. I'll go low, you go high.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's got a
Is that
nice
right?
sound.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I'm a very staunch gun control advocate, so if we're going to do this, I'd rather just use my hands to
What
kill
kind
a
of
turkey
camo is
like
it?
the Pilgrims did.
Yeah, the Pilgrims use guns.
They did?
Yeah. They use muskets.
Can I get that gun?
Yeah.
Do you have a bigger gun?
Can I get that?
Oh, now you're going too far, Mr. Jokester.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this troupe here. Really hilarious.
Yeah, pretty much everything ends with them hugging, laughing, and jumping up and down.
Oh God.
Suck mine, suck mine.
My dick. Suck my dick. Pretend to suck my dick. Double dick. Double dick. And the cum will be bullets. I'll shoot it.
Yeah, this is the trick. It enables
Oh.
stealth and a low center of gravity. Both of which should help you find your turkey. Or as I like to call it, toiki.
Twakey.
Hey, Dan, we found a turkey. It's right here. Mike's our turkey.
Fuck up, David. Shut the fuck up. I am not a turkey. I'm not. Michael, shut the fuck up. I'm not Michael, what? What? Joking. It's a joke. Relax.
We didn't know it was
This
going to
didn't seem very fucking funny. Jesus Christ, Michael. You can't be so on edge all the time.
I've got a turkey for you.
Mike, come on. Mike.
Now
Just
we
so-
wait for the toiki to come to us.
Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble,
Gobble gobble. Gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Look at he's laughing. He started laughing.
Thanksgiving.
Rio and she dances
sun.
Just like that river twisting through a dusty. Yeah, like God could just be a leaf. Totally. I got one. I got a turkey. David. Okay, you caught me red-handed. Guilty as charged. It ain't no turkey, it's a chicken.
That Baxter was a really good movie, though.
Look,
Yeah, and that was
what's
his
up,
first.
David, I'm thinking. I am thinking. You guys, we gotta hide the body. Okay.
Yeah, they ended up killing.
We gotta hide the
Oh,
body.
no.
Cool. Let's get out of here. Oh my God, I left my hat. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, go.
Oh no.
What kind
All right.
camera?
Oh, God.
It seemed so harmless back then, but now watching it, it's rife with
Well, that's
some
what
weird
was like.
stuff.
Like the 2000s was just like we were trying to figure out what
guys.
was funny again after 9/11. And it
Yeah.
evolved into that. And it's still evolving.
Well, what did I say? I think I summed it up well.
We were pretty nihilistic for a while.
Just filling in the gap. There's nothing
Yeah.
there. We needed something there. It filled
I
the
love
gap.
that era though, just that nihilistic kind of time that it was. It was just like, let's just try whatever.
Yeah, they would have been working on wet keyboards. Wet keyboard skit.
I've seen like the old ThinkPads. You can pour buckets of water on them and it drips through them. They work fine.
Yeah. Rain come wet me.
IBM does.
I don't
I don't
know
know about
that.
that. That don't sound
Dude.
good. Not with a
Nick.
picture of a little kid.
Nick, we word for word said the same thing. I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she
I don't
was
know
look
about
like
that.
a 6-year-old kid on a bed, and I don't know what's going on.
I think he's playing a song at least. All right, let's see. Is this funny?
What's up, everybody? Switch and Click here. Today we have something a
I
little more
doubt
interesting than usual.
Oh, he's just gonna pour soda all over his keyboard.
I cleaned the motherboard in a sink with like
Honey
water,
and
dish
soda
soap, and like a
got all
scrubby
over it.
thing, and dried
Get
it
out
off.
all
and
the
it worked.
excess.
Well, people used to put motherboards or GPUs in the oven and bake them a little. There was a thing with the old Apple, the clamshell, I think, or one of the old Apple motherboards. The onboard GPU would like detach a bit and your video would fuck. And literally to fix it, they would like take it out and stick it in the oven. And it would just reheat it enough.
Same thing. It was like the red ring of death,
Yeah.
Xbox 360, and like the yellow light PS3s. I've left a red ring Xbox 360 in the trunk of my car over a summer, and it fixed it.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
It just started working one day.
Nice.
Is this something funny?
It's just spaced by this wet. What is that? What? If it's YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Oh, they're talking about the feeling of the keyboard, like giving it a more, giving it a different feel instead of it being spongy or.
What an almost perfect looped.
YouTube Shorts have been like all I get are like baklava.
I'm unfamiliar
flex.
with YouTube Shorts.
It's like TikTok, but like less brain cells required.
Nobody's slowing down for this thing. I mean,
So it's like TikTok.
I am physically gonna
I always
go
get the
have
same
fun in my
shit.
room
It's
right
like
now. 1, 2.
like people
VR
like,
chat.
dripping like a cappuccino on a chocolate bar.
Oh
No.
Into a wall.
It can't. That can't be
Do
real.
a front flip in my room right now. 1, 2, 3.
What is it?
She's in VR chat and she said she did a friend flip.
Do a front flip in my room right now.
That's attention for.
It looks like she just ran into a wall.
Yeah, you would have saw
They
more
do
flip
crazy-
movement.
Craziest sound.
Just ran into a wall. That's
that's the
the
bass.
controllers just make that abrupt stop.
With my
Yeah.
bass. Let's try.
You ever watch that guy right there?
No.
He's pretty cool. He's a bass player. Oh, I watch too many videos.
Bass sound.
What's the craziest sound I can make?
Fuck.
Give an
That's
ugly
too
guy a
bad.
chance, he thinks he rules the world.
You give a depressed girl some autotune, she thinks she can.
Uh-oh. Is that real? Did Billie Eilish say if you give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he can rule the world? I mean, I guess she's like 15.
Who knows?
So you gotta give her a
Yeah.
break.
He's very
What? Oh, that's in reverse.
whatever.
Look at.
Oh yeah, that flip in reverse.
No way, dude. This is YouTube Shorts. It's like you'll just get mad. You get angry.
He's got to be in reverse though. Why would he do this?
So there's a TikToker that I like to watch. Have you ever watched Tracy Ullman?
Oh yeah, I know.
Or have
Tracy
you ever
Ullman.
heard of Tracy? You know how she does like the several person skit
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, of course.
Well, there's this TikToker that's gotten really popular. She's from Canada, named Call Me Chris, and she makes some really good skits that are very similar to. It's spelt with a K though.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
But it's on TikTok. I think she does some. But
Is that her?
She needs to be on Saturday Night Live or something because she's really talented.
Hi, my name is John.
Yeah, that was good already. A stupid cheesy bit like that.
Slander his name.
She's got
How do you get? I feel like they knew that was gonna happen, and they put it on there anyway. He's like the intern. He's like, "Oh my god, I can't wait! This is my first interview ever, and we're out here. Am I on? Okay. Hi, my name is John."
She's definitely got Weekend Update vibes.
Yeah, she does. Oh yeah, like I said, a multi-person.
Yeah, SNL Weekend
skit.
Update.
Yeah, she would be really good at that. She does a lot of like
He's like
Will Ferrell type impersonations.
Mom.
But yeah, she's
Vanderstroom first opened
Moo
her
moo cows.
Ryanite dairy farm in
I love
2008. She
I
wanted
think
to sell milk.
she'll probably
All the
be
rules and
around in the
permitting
future
required
on
to produce
something.
the milk made
Puppy
it
dogs.
difficult for the small farmer to do so.
Oh, she was tired of getting milked and she wanted to find her own milk. That was a terrible joke. I'm sorry.
Go back to the hose.
Go back to the hose.
Go back to the hose. That's
He
good.
was stuck in last night. He was probably at the club. He's like, boats and hose, boats and hose.
Prestige.
Watch PewDiePie videos like this. It's amazing that people still make these. And
Yeah, they're popular. She's got almost
watching other videos and then saying dumb jokes.
Yeah.
what we've
Yeah,
been
you
doing.
need to,
Good times.
check out that Whitest Kids, or what was it? Whitest Kids You Know.
Grapist
They're-
bit. They somehow
Yeah,
came to the
just all of
future and stole that from me and went back. I'm really like knocked back by that. It was like 2 weeks ago. What are the chances 2 weeks later we'd find a bit like, yeah, I don't know. It's really, and now we're talking
wondering
about that
how many
Collider.
seasons. 5 seasons.
So what do we got to do here? Oh, I guess we could. Yeah, you know those roll-up silicone keyboards? They have them as MIDI pianos too. Like they're just flat like membrane, like this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use that.
Just use that, and then like a little. All right, maybe I'll put this together, and maybe we'll use a wet keyboard on the show, and like I could plug it in, and I'll just use it here, because we'll be the first ever, like, podcast featuring a wet keyboard. I'm
rename the
in.
podcast wet keyboard podcast.
Wet keyboard podcast.
I want to like set up a computer outside when it's raining and just try to see how long I can like stream it for. Just be sitting like outside in the rain, like just like talking, but it's just monsoon.
I'm gonna keep this open just so. First off, I'm gonna make. There was one that this one. Yeah, I'm gonna save that. That's gonna be my background.
You could do your Oculus Quest out in the rain, and it would be a little bit cheaper because at least it'd just be $300 that you'd lose out on.
I miss having junk keyboards. I used to be surrounded in just junk computers I could just hook up for whatever.
I still am. I've got like 30 years of old Apple garbage at my work.
There's a Twitch streamer that's he's like one of the biggest Twitch streamers they are. His name's Carnage. I actually said something about him once before. But anyways, he said he used to have rage back in the day when he played video games, and he would actually order cheap keyboards
to break
by like the 10-pack just to bust a keyboard whenever he got real mad.
Well, that's like the plushies of game pads. You know, you get a plushie instead of smashing yours, just grab the plushie. Like,
yeah,
it's not a bad idea. So I just searched computer in the rain. You know what? My computer did get covered, not in rain, when we had the giant fire. The houses that are now gone, like my neighbors, that are completely gone from the fire. That was like a 7-alarm fire, and we almost lost the whole freaking house. I had 30 minutes. The fire, like literally house-size flames coming at me. I'm like, get the computer, get the fucking headset. I grabbed my computer, I grabbed the headset, and I like stored it someplace where I'm like, it'll be, even if the house goes down, I can kind of save this, important documents. The fucking fireman is on the steps, like the ladder. I don't know what it's called, the thing that they shoot from. Like, I guess you have the ladder, the extendable ladder in the air. There's like legit 7 fire trucks all around this street. It's hard to get access to. There's one in front of our house, and they're extending the ladder like right above our house. So this is my roof, and they're here, right? And they're like, they got the giant hose up there. They're spraying our house to keep it from spreading. And then he just does a 360, a random fucking 360 with the hose on. So everybody who's watching, soaked. Guess what else gets soaked? My freaking computer that I had like neatly stashed away.
Oh man!
Thinking it was just like a whoosh of rain, but even that little bit, it's like gallons from the fire truck. So then like I had to like push past the firemen, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "That's my house." I'm like, "You just sprayed all my shit," and I'm like damping down a Nintendo Switch, an iPad. It had just went, like, the glass of my computer display was just enough underneath the porch where, like, a little bit of water, you could see it on the inside of the glass. And I was like, thank God.
Oh, man.
Even the Switch still works. So I didn't lose.
I think let everything dry off, like, real good.
I mean, I don't even use the Switch either. I got my Steam Deck here. I barely use this thing. Because, like, if I'm playing, I'm playing here. Why ain't I gonna play on my, 55 OLED instead of this guy?
That thing's so beautiful.
Yeah, I guess I just keep it to keep. I used to like skateboard decks, so now I got my Steam Deck. Should make a skateboard deck with this printed at the bottom of it.
It's quite a bit bigger than the Nintendo Switch, ain't it?
Yeah, hold on. This is the OG Switch. Hold on.
I want to play that Zelda game so bad. Yeah, it's a pretty good bit bigger than.
Yeah, it's massive.
Geez, that thing is big.
Looks like a Game Gear.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of that.
Yo, they should put an app so you can use it as a phone, your Steam Deck. I'm gonna go on the train. It's like remember that Trigger Happy TV or something, the UK bit? And it was like and the guy pulled out a fucking phone that was like 3 feet big. Hello! I'm in the tele, I'm in the library, what? Fuck. Yeah, we didn't mention them. UK had its own little boom of weird.
They were always like ahead of us with.
Well, what was it? Greg, Milk Greg, or remember the guy that lived in the swamp? Boosh, Mighty Boosh. You'll know all this stuff.
Yeah, he's in the British Bake Off show now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
He's so great, though. But yeah, they had a whole, IT crowd. What's his name? Matt. They're on What We Do in the Shadows now. That's another show. That's a hilarious show worth watching right now. The actual TV. I think we've talked about that before. It's probably like after Sunny, it's probably the funniest writing. Like, actually good comedy.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. Computer in the Rain.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, Nick, you will definitely really like it. You will like What We Do in the Shadows. Computer Dreams.
Go buy some new shoes.
What are you getting?
I don't know. I think some going Nikes. Ever since I lived in the Pacific Northwest, I just got Nikes on the brain.
But what kind of Nike? So I had a problem. I bought a few Nikes and I returned them all because they were so uncomfortable. If you get anything except for the running Nikes, they're uncomfortable.
The best ones I had were the Kyrie Irving, the Kyrie 3. They were like the best shoes I ever had. Like if I can get something like that again, I'd be pretty happy with that.
Have y'all seen those Ghostbuster shoes? I don't know who makes them, but
you sent me
them.
Yeah,
I sent you a picture of them. Yeah, I actually thought that one with the little pipe on the side. They make several different kinds. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know why, but I liked it. Yeah, there's other ones.
I could see you rocking that.
I like collabs. Have you seen the Gundam GTX 3080?
No.
Or the RTX 3080?
I have.
Have you seen that actual GPUs are available? It's like, what happened here? All the miners have been selling off their cards cheap. You can get 3080s for like $600 right now.
But the Gundam, like the RX 78.
Hold on, I'm on it. Gundam edition.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It is.
That's great. I gotta get mine set up again. I had that giant box right there is full of all my.
Yeah, I remember your model set up. All right, shoes. So you're gonna go looking for
I got things to do today, man. I got weekend sadness.
July 4th. Weekend.
Yeah, we can use this as a backdrop.
Gotta wave that American flag.
That's right. Oh yeah, it's always out.
Yo, buying Nikes on the weekend. My name is Kevin.
See if I can find a gallon of PCP.
Got a gallon of PCP. I don't know.
You need to watch
Stranger Things.
The
Grapest. I can't believe that. Stranger Things is big. We watched a little bit of it, and it's awesome. Do either of you? No, I know Kev, Nick, you said you didn't watch it. Kev, did you watch it at all? Stranger Things?
Stranger Things, I've seen like the first like half of like the first season. I kind of fell out of it.
Oh man, I really like it. I don't know
Everybody
what it
says
is.
it's great. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Everyone loves it. I know.
It's good. I mean, it's just really, really good. This last season, the season 4, has been the best, like without a doubt. It's fucking new level. I'm so glad that it made me glad to watch it. I feel like 2 and 3, it was a little, seasons 2 and 3 are a little bit like, it's good. You know, I'm glad they're still doing it. 4 was like, holy shit, this is the best thing Netflix has put out.
Really?
But yeah, yeah, it's really good. There's a lot of new comedy shit we could talk about, but it's a little like blah, like Chrissy up to shit. Tim Dillon signed a deal with Netflix.
Yeah. Comedy, I haven't. I thought someone was gonna be like, oh yeah, no, we already talked about the 4th of July.
Yeah, the Louis C.K. live.
I wanted to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Did we show that on the pod at all?
I believe so. Yeah, it could have been the time before last because I couldn't believe like when I saw the trailer for that. I'm like, did he follow me around for like 4 years?
Yeah, just in case we didn't. Oh, it's already playing.
No,
July 6th.
Wednesday. Yeah, it's playing right now in like New York.
Yeah, where he's going with it, he's bringing it around 4th. 4th.
Yeah, that's a new show. That's like a bridge trailer.
Kill my parents.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay, great. Every time you
So,
come in,
Nick, do you know about this at all? Do you remember?
No, I don't know anything about that.
You know Louis C.K., like best stand-up comic alive? He made this movie out of nowhere with another comic, Joe List, as the lead role. And it's very reminiscent of like kind of Kev's situation or my situation or, you know, just coming back to the East Coast and like how you deal with family. And it's very shitty.
Half year sober.
Yeah, it's about being sober and and interacting with family sober versus drunk. And because in New England, you know, a lot of families just drink and drink and drink.
Yeah.
So here, check out the trailer.
I didn't realize that until I moved away and I came back.
Yeah, I guess in the South, it's pretty prevalent too. What did I just do? I don't want to be. All right, here. So check it out. You'll probably love this movie too, Nick. So Louis C.K. wrote and directed it.
I wanted to talk about how you never showed me like love.
Sorry, honey. What?
All right. Honestly, I can't believe I'm in this family. I'm embarrassed by you. What kind of people are you? What kind of people are we?
That was crazy.
Which part?
Like, of course, your family's gonna push your buttons. They installed them.
Yeah,
I watched.
That's a great line.
They it's in like 140p, like 130p. Like if you click on the quality, like on the gear, like it's it's in like the lowest quality possible.
So is it not going to come out in theaters like
No,
nationally?
some theaters. I don't think it's like a.
See, you're not a podcaster. You're not a podcaster. I know how to.
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes.
All right, we're coming at you.
But knowing Louis, like it'll be up for digital download in like 2 weeks for like $5. Louis, I know you probably don't read the comments, but your comedy has gotten me through the hardest moments of my life. I've been rewatching Louis and your special since I was 13. You probably already know the effect you have on people like me, but I felt like telling you you are part of who I am.
How old is he?
That's great. It doesn't say.
He was 13. Jeez, he's probably like 20. He's probably like early 20s.
Yes.
Imagine like having all that, like when you're early 20s, you have like fucking Louis C.K. works to help you figure shit out.
Oh man, everything's
we had,
available now.
You know, we had Carlin. I think CK is kind of just stepping in, you know, the shadow of Carlin. Carlin kind of went the opposite though, where he was just like, boom, I'm gonna just pump out content every year. These like hour-plus long specials. Louis kind of was like, well, that's not who I am. I want to make specials, but I want to make Horace and Pete, that show. I want to make plays. I want to make movies. I want to make Pootie Tang sequel to
I think about Louis, like that show, the arc with like Parker Posey, like when they like climb on the top of the building. Like I think about that like every day. Like
Wait, what is it?
And Louis on the show.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Parker Posey was in it, and she's like the librarian. She
Mhm.
makes him like climb the building, climb all the stairs to the top of the building.
Yep.
One of the greatest things ever.
All right. Well, we should probably wrap. Just to end on. I hear you.
Oh, it's the same article I had open.
Yeah. Well, you told me the sun, so I pulled it up. Not discerning. Oh shit! Did they just name the episode for us? They might have just named our episode.
He had to get a raise for that title for sure.
Not discerning.
He was so proud.
Doomsday conspiracies. Well, no. So it's really important. It's just so fucking nuts, right? Look at that. Right? Like,
yeah.
It's almost like in the 90s when they visualized like being inside a computer. That's it.
Just to smash particles against each other. Fucking particles.
That's what I mean. You see all that, and you see the money, and you see all this stuff, and all these years. Like, it's got to be more. They know something we don't know. You don't just accidentally end up with like the biggest fucking building in the world, and like, you know what I mean? Like, this is all very on purpose, and we just don't. Oh, it's for science. Science.
Maybe it will be a teleportation tunnel to Oak Ridge.
Well, so real quick, there was this kind of garbage. No, it seemed like a crap show on Amazon called Night Sky. It has what's his name? J.K. Simmons. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Tim and his wife, right? But get this, in their backyard, their little garage just happens to have a portal to another world.
Oh wow!
Like me and John Malkovich.
Look at.
Oh.
Oh, and it's got that dude. I like him.
Dude, so they just go down there like every night, and they close the door, and then it opens the window, and they're on a new planet, and they just sit there and look at it. They've been doing it for like 10 years. So just look at it. And the show Night Sky, we stuck with it, and it ended up being up really good. It's awesome. It pulls in this drama and high drama and da 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 da. But it's kind of like we're getting hit with all of these portal shows. Like, oh, we just happened to find a portal. Oh, they just happened to make a portal. So it is, I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility that something happens.
They're getting us mentally prepared for what's about to happen.
Yeah.
It's also kind of like VR too. It's kind of like that. Like when you put it on, you step through a portal. Completely forget where
it really
New
is.
world. But okay, so we're this again. We're confirming we're all like we know who we are. We know what we do. We have all our stuff. This is kind of just like on record, just in case. We're gonna check in after July 5th, and we can, just make sure nothing's changed, or, we switch places. I don't know. This is really just all for public record.
Nobody confirms that they have a wet keyboard.
Right? We've looked. You know what? Let's just even be super safe. WetKeyboard.com, because I'll probably buy it. Okay, good. Doesn't exist.
Nope.
All right.
We're good. No
I'm going to put one together. We will. We'll get one going. But yeah, let's all go enjoy our 4th of July long weekend. I don't know. You guys got anything to say? Kevin, good luck. Yeah. Go buy a Nikes maybe. You can go to Foot Locker.
Probably do. Yeah, I know. I was actually I finally got an opportunity to get some new clothes and some new shoes, and I even got some new glasses, but they're in like the prescription's a little wonky, so I gotta bring them back. These aren't them, but I'm trying to just get a bunch of new stuff.
Where'd you go? You should have went to like Lingo. You get glasses for like $30. These I think cost me like $40 or
Well,
something.
I needed an exam, and like the prescription's like different. So
Yeah, well, these new prescriptions always take you a bit to adjust to.
don't need a new prescription though. I like these ones.
That's why I won't. That's why I went with Lingo. We talked about this in the pod before. They refused to give me new glasses in Massachusetts because my prescription expired. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, that's crap.
So they're forcing me, and it's a thing. Like, if you give in and up your prescription, your eyes will adjust. So, like, it's almost like they want your eyes to get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah. Oh, it's weird. Like when I put the other ones on, like if I have to like squint a little bit, and the things closer to me are like, whoa, like I can't really like focus on them. So, but they're trying to do that thing where it's like, oh, you know, you just have to get used to them, and it's like, no, I spent $600. I want the thing that I want. I don't want you to convince me. I want something that I don't want.
That's a bummer.
That's
it is what it is. It is what it is. How you doing? No glasses. How you doing? Full lock.
I don't know. I was thinking about going to like the Burlington Mall. I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah.
Get
Okay.
some
Go
of
to a
them
mall.
Jordans.
I mean, it's a yeah, the ones, Air Force Ones, AF ones. Those are
Well,
pretty.
the Burlington Mall is one of the best malls in the state. It might actually, I think the Natick Mall might be the best mall in the state, and the Burlington Mall is number 2.
Yeah, but you just pop that border in New Hampshire. You got like the biggest freaking mall, that Rockingham. What is it? Rockingham Mall.
But Burlington's got like Burberry store, so I can just try things on that I can't buy.
Burlington Mall has a Burberry.
Yeah, there's a Nordstrom, a Burberry, a Coach, and like everything in between. But
Here we go. There's Burlington
that's where they
Mall.
filmed Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Where?
Burlington Mall.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, the Rainforest Cafe there. And
Oh my god!
Amy
I
Poehler
went.
used to
I've
work.
been to that Rainforest Cafe. That's my freaking family every time. We're going to the Rainforest. Oh Jesus! Yeah, Burlington Mall's
I
beautiful.
like the rainforest.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Dude, it'd be fun to like pod from a mall or something, or like go to the mall with a camera. We can make a mall documentary.
Live vlog or whatever. I've always wanted to do that. Just walk around like vlogging. Like
Let's do it. You know, you're on the East Coast. We could schedule something like that. I would have went to the Burlington Mall today. We just need to figure out how to get there. I got a fucking gimbal. Here, let me just show this off real quick, and then we can end.
yeah, these things are getting pretty impressive. The gimbals.
Yeah, he used that one for the PAX show, and it was good quality.
Oh yeah.
Oh my! I'm looking at Nike shoes right now, and there's one called a Nike Go Fly or Ease. I don't even know how that works. Like it's a weird looking shoe. Oh, the whole freaking thing.
What is that?
Man, did you look it up?
Wait, what shoe?
Click on it. It's actually kind of cool.
What
it's ugly
shoe?
as shit, but the Nike Go Fly Ease.
Nike Go Flies.
Yeah, look at how it works. Click on like the website. And
They're cheap.
That's like the weird like one-offs they do, like Presto, like the Nike Presto. It's like, oh, they're like for parkour.
Look at that though. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's smart.
Parkour shoes.
Yeah.
I could buy these. $100. That's nothing.
That's pretty cool.
That's Back to the Future 2 shit technology right there.
They're all sold out of my size, though.
Does she have a cyber arm? Look at the top. She's got a
Holy
freaking
shit.
cyber arm.
Oh, because she has a cyber arm, she can't fucking tie her shoes. So Nike's like, well, get these shoes, and you could just slip your fucking feet in and out of them. Yo.
These shoes are so fucking futuristic. That
Okay.
You don't have to tie them.
Um,
That's just the new future thing.
Well, my shoes. Here, these are some shit shoes I bought for work. Look at these.
It's like
these laces are fake. They don't go to anything.
Oh wow.
So they're just to trick
crazy.
people. and you just slide your foot in. These are my work shoes now.
I was going to say, it's like the accessibility of a slipper, but the stability of a running shoe.
That's exactly what I was doing that for. Oh, did you bust out your very valuable Pokemon card, Kev?
Yeah, if anyone wants to buy foil Venusaur, great stamp. It's up for grabs. It's not graded.
Now, what if I give you? I'll give you like $100, no questions asked. What do you say?
You'll probably make a few bucks.
All right. So, just for the record, I'm gonna look in. What 100? You'd take 100 for it?
It would be $100 I didn't have because I got this out of one pack of cards that I bought.
Yeah, but how long ago?
1999. Yeah.
A
long time ago.
So I will look into grabbing these shoes if I can find them in my size, because it seems like all the bigger sizes are sold out. I'll look around. If I can get them, I will, because this is cool. Definitely. But here, so this is... Yeah, that's not a bad price. This gimbal here, I think we talked about it a bit.
Yeah.
Yo, so what it will do is, I mean, it does what a gimbal does. Like, I could move my hand like this, and the camera's going to stay completely straight. Like, it has motors and shit inside of it. Let's see.
Did you use that at PAX?
No, we realized how horrible holding a camera at PAX is when we made that documentary. Like, I tried using, I figured digital image stabilization would fix a lot of it, but it looks like garbage and you have to crop out so much of the image. So we realized, like, oh shit, you really do need a gimbal. So we picked this guy up, and let's see if there's any videos. Something cool, but like, it's nuts how good it takes a little bit of setup to know, like, you tell it what the ground is and what level is. Let's go to YouTube.
Yeah, it actually keeps it vertical. Usually when...
Yeah. There you go.
Hi everyone, my name's Evan, and today
I just want to see video of it working, man.
very shaky footage.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love those that they put on drones.
Look at that.
too.
If I tilt up, tilt down.
So now,
if I rock to the left,
that has a little bit
rock
of...
to the right, and if I pan,
no, Kev. Those are features. So you can have a setting where if you just bump it to the left, it'll do a slow pan. Like, it does everything automated. So you can design like patterns and say like, oh, I want a shot where it like slowly, tilts upward, and you have a trigger. There's a little joystick on it, and you could be like, okay, you switch to the mode. There's like a follow. Dude, there's a follow mode where if you're using your phone, you can say like, I could click your face, and wherever you go, it's gonna redirect and follow you around. Like, there's all these different modes. So like, if you want, you can have it so it will pan to the left, pan to the right, but they're perfect pans. It's not like a shaky, handheld.
That's awesome.
So it's, see that? Like, that would have been
we go back into pan follow.
See, pan follow.
The trigger button is for follow mode. That means that if I hold it and I tilt down, it follows. If I tilt up, it
See how clean?
If I pan left, it follows. If I pan right, it follows. But if I tilt left, and tilt
If you had one of
right,
those drones that tracked, like
So
your
that is the difference
tracked you,
between
and then had a
point of
gimbal that
view
did that, oh man, it'd be so cool.
Yeah, they have drones with gimbals too.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
Axis lock. This is what happens. The camera, to react to your movements very quickly, you can go into go mode, and you can see that the camera goes up and down. Left
See how
and right,
clean
very
it? Oh.
From go
Yeah,
mode,
it's
if I double
awesome.
tap again. Here in Gothenburg, Sweden, and I'm going to show you some real life test footage. I have my
Yeah, let's
Sony
see how the footage
6500
actually
with
looks.
the F, and then
I'm using the Canon, the
the
mirrorless,
two.
the M200 or whatever with
Running
it.
Test in pan follow mode. Now let's try
Looks
the running
pretty
again
dang
with
good.
the in-body camera stabilization turned on.
Oh, that didn't even have that.
Yeah, it's like a movie.
And then
Yeah.
full speed
Like
running
a ton of
test with
boom
it
or
as well.
That's
something.
just ridiculous.
Full speed running. So he's running holding the camera.
Wow.
So you can get some really creative
That's
shots
so
with this gimbal.
crazy.
For example, dolly.
Nice fall
range
day.
shots rather. So even
I mean,
It's
movies 20 years ago didn't even have that kind of quality.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
when I was reading, yeah, it's a 3-axis stabilizer. So there's 3-axis motor in there, and it really is fucking incredible what you can do. So we
That
got some
is,
stuff. We'll
that's-
bring it to the mall, Kev. We can document getting some new shoes. We can freaking interview people. Okay,
Man on the
we
street.
go fly ease. Yes, man on street with the
Yeah,
go
we
fly
close.
ease. Burlington. Look how, if they got them, man, buy them because they're sold out everywhere else. I bet you they're selling for a good bit on eBay. Ready? eBay. Nike Go Flies? Is that really the fucking name of them, though? $200.
What? Oh, there's some for 95.
Yeah, it's all going to be about the sizes and the color.
Jeez. They're
So, yeah,
selling
Kev.
for more than what they're.
Well, that's what happens when they sell out. So, yeah, Kev, keep an eye out for the Go Fly Ease. Nike Go Fly Ease. Jeez, what a bad name. Might as well be called the Nike Grapists.
Yeah.
All right, let's call it. Let's call it. We locked it in. We know it's July 2nd, 3rd, or whatever. We know our realities. We're not the Wet Keyboard Podcast. We're Space Debris. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. Well,
All right, guys.
it's good talking with y'all.
Same.
Space Debris podcast.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens after this week.
Yeah, we'll definitely meet up next week and we can kind of review what happened. What is the sky purple now, or
Well,
do we
just
live in
from my
Mario World?
experience, I've seen where the Heaven's Gate cult thing had like a maybe a decade or 2-decade reunion just a few days ago, and I'm just gonna say in my time that I'm just gonna guess that nothing's going to happen because I've never seen anything happen. But who knows? Maybe shit did happen.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You never
Maybe
know.
them people are on Hellbop right now. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. They seem to have a pretty good.
Something. I know y'all are ready to go, but those people on. Did you know that you remember Heaven's Gate, right?
I was really interested in, only because when I was young, I had my head shaved and everybody used to call me the leader of them.
Well,
so
you
I'm
know
very
their-
familiar with them.
You know their website's still running, right?
Yes. One of my
Did you
favorite
know-
things is the story of the guy that runs the server and how he used to put all extra GIFs in the emails, and then the web admin would yell at them like, "Can you please stop putting GIFs in the fucking email?
That's
You're
funny.
killing our servers." Sorry.
Did you know that the somebody that maybe like a receptionist or somebody that runs the website, you can still email them and they'll still reply? That's what I heard. And
Yeah.
I thought, if they truly believed in the Hellbop thing, wouldn't that person have went too?
Yeah.
But
Well,
they
she was
s- they said-
sacrificing.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what they said, that she was sacrificing
Well,
to let
and
people know.
she did a lot of media, like interviews and stuff, and does all that. I'll tell you what. I'll shoot her an email, and we'll see. We could talk about it next pod too. We'll see if we get a reply. I'll reach out to Heaven's Gate.
good.
I'll reach out. It's a good thing. Reach out to Heaven's Gate right before we open the Large Hadron Collider. I think it ties together nicely. But again, everybody out there, think super fucking positive. Be happy. July 5th. You want to ride that fucking positive wave vibe into the future. Okay? That's just
I
my
hope everybody had a good July 4th and July 5th, because this won't be out till afterwards. So
Exactly. This will be out on the 6th. Kevin will have new fucking shoes, and we'll be potentially in a new altered timeline. But all right. So again, everybody, please be happy, be positive, think good things on July 5th, and we'll all benefit from it. All right.
100%.
Kevin, any last words? We've been ranting over you.
No. We'll have some updates next time. Hopefully, I can sell this. We'll see how much I get for it.
All right, yeah, I'll look around if I can help you. Well, I really think you got to get it graded, but we'll see.
Hey, if you don't care, write down exactly what you got there, and I'll in the
Nick's
Discord, and I'll look around a little bit on maybe where you might be able to sell that.
Yeah, Nick's good at finding stuff. He's got some secret deep web connections.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Space debris out.
Night, everyone.
Happy 4th, everyone.
Space debris.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Space Debris Podcast.